What is up, y'all? Goofy Rexy here again, coming to you with another video. Hope everybody is doing well. So we're going to be talking today about the top 5 hybrid war offense teams that you should definitely take a look at. I think you're going to have some fun with it here. And to do that with me today, I got my list. And to do that with me here today, I got my brother, Valley, baby. What is going on with you?
Oh, what is up, Goofy? How are you, my friend?
Brother, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. First of all, welcome back. Welcome back. You know, Happy New Year also.
Happy New Year to you as well, man.
You,
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, brother. Now, I got a list on my channel. I did top 5 hybrid war offense teams. On yours, you did top 5 war defense teams.
Defense, yeah. These are gonna kick your war offense butts.
Let's see. I got some counters to it. You hear me? You ready for this list? Though we can start off.
I am. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
Now this is in no particular order. No particular order. Obviously, of course, these are teams that I find some fun with, and some recommended ones from the community, from my chat too as well. So if you don't like them, go talk to them about it. All right.
All right. I will.
First team off my list here is so this is kind of like a supernatural Asgardian mashup, but I really like here with Mordo, Ghost Rider, Hela, Loki, and then Doctor Strange. Very, very, very fun team. A lot of negative effects, Mordo and Hela I always like together because Mordo, the negative effects that he gives, stun, blinds, and then of course like the heal block, all that. Yeah. Now Hela's not going to spread those stuns, but she is going to spread those blinds and the other negative effects. And Ghost Rider's a beast. Loki and Hela are also very good together, and of course Doctor Strange being able to flip, those positive effects. I like the team. What are your thoughts on this team?
I like this. This is a very strong PvP team. This is a team that ends up getting picked a lot in PvP. Yeah. That Ghost Rider, Hela, Loki, Mordo combo. You got that defense down, hitting somebody very hard with Loki in the opening turn. Then you got Mordo with a stun or a blind. Hela spreading all of that stuff. Yep. Ghost Rider with some bleeds as well. Any team without Disrupted is gonna be in trouble with this. And then plus you got Doctor Strange there as like a safety valve in case anybody dies. So
correctly.
Yeah, this could be a very, very troublesome team for any war defense that you're going against. Who are you using this team to counter right now though?
Yeah, so for me, I find that they work decently well against the mercs. I'm not either a punch across or probably like a punch down or so, but they work pretty well against the mercs. They also do work against some of those like Avengers team, like the Coulson Avenger teams too. Obviously they're a very fast team too, but I find mercs primarily this is where it works, and then against those Avengers, and I see a lot of mercs. I see a lot of mercs right now, on defense. So this is a team that can get it done pretty well, especially when I've already used my BH 2.0 team against mercs. I'm like, all right, well let me. Now I have another team, that I can use.
All right, I'm curious to see some results on this. I want to see how they do on some of the other teams because there's just so many debuffs with this team. It could be scary. Scary if I know I'm talking PvP, but it's good. You do some damage with this team.
All right, and the next team on my list here is a fantastic Ultron team, and of course. We're kind of cheating here, right? They're Ultron with a lot of other teams, as a replacement of some of these characters, ideally work very well. But Fantastic Four in general, they're a strong war offense team, period, right? Namor, a very strong war offense character, Invisible Woman, a lot of her kit and what she does, not the blinds, but the offense downs, stripping, clearing debuffs, clearing stealth off the other team. Thing is just a massive nightmare of a damage dealer that you don't want to face, in war. Also, Mr. Fantastic with those assists, can be extremely deadly too as well, on this team. But in Ultron, this is basically I just throw Ultron in here, obviously because you're using them as a counter for Marauders because you're facing so many Marauders, on defense that you need so many teams that can counter them. And Fantastic Four with Ultron, it seems to be a very strong team. Now, this is not a team that I use specifically because My Fantastic Four team is not built up yet, but I just know based on people in my alliance that what they've recommended and my chat what they've recommended, this is a team that they said is probably the better team. A lot of other teams are used, but they said this is with Ultron, but this specific team with Fantastic Four with Ultron is a better team, is what I'm saying.
And you're using this to punch up against the Marauders.
Yeah, I think what they're this is what they're saying. They're using this to punch up against Marauders.
Okay.
So this is kind of one of the top teams that was recommended. I asked my chat, and they were like, "Yeah, Fantastic Fortron, is pretty much kind of sort of like the way to go."
Yeah, there's so many Tron teams out there, hybrid Ultron teams. This is just another good one that allows you to punch up. So yeah, if this is taking out Marauders pretty consistently, awesome team.
Right.
So yeah, I know this is one of the popular Tron teams out there, and you got Namor and some other great war offense characters out there. So
right,
yeah, looking good. All right. This is a good pick. This is a good pick. Let's see what else you got though.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if your list is gonna beat my defense list.
All right, so the next team that's on this list here is the Baron Zemo team, right? Pretty much basically it's Baron Zemo and a bunch of other nerds that you throw on that team to go against other, Hydra teams here. And this is a matchup once again recommended by chat. Haven't specifically tried this. Well, I mean, I've tried Gamora with Zemo, but the other
why is Gamora?
Why is Gamora? Who's Gamora? but this is obviously a Hydra counter, right? This is absolutely a Hydra counter, a Red Skull Hydra counter. And the way that this works here, obviously you're gonna have Crossbones with that ultimate, but you save the ultimate for whenever Red Skull brings out his minions. And essentially what you're using Gamora for is you're using Gamora to help use up all of Red Skull's charges, so obviously she gets the offense up, she's deleting a tune, then you're going to be able to use her special to be able to delete another tune, so you're kind of helping to kind of wear down and delete some of Red Skull's charges. And of course Zemo's just doing what Zemo does, right? So that's pretty much essentially kind of how this kind of works. And a lot of people are using this. Multiple people actually recommended this as a team, against some of those Hydra teams. And yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts?
It looks very much like the Hydra 2.0 team, but that Gamora makes it a hybrid. Right? But yeah, this Zemo pretty much on his own can counter the Hydra Red Skull version. I use the special first on one of the minions, kill one of the minions first, and then everybody just goes and attacks Red Skull. So this team is a great counter for Red Skull Hydra if you're having problems with it. But let's see what else you got. I like some of your other ones a little better than this. This one seems a little too cookie cutter for me. But
all right.
But let's see some of your other teams. I'm curious to see who else you got there.
All right, next team on my list here is this Young Avengers sort of mashup. So one of my biggest concerns was with the Skeleton team coming to the game, right? I wanted to find a fifth member. I didn't want to use Killmonger on the Skeleton team. But I did want to take Captain Marvel and put on that Skeleton team, which left me with no person on my, no other fifth character on my Young Avengers team. And I found that Shatterstar sort of kind of fit that bill. Obviously, hero brawler character, right? Gonna have that synergy with Miss Marvel. Shatterstar, with the crits. I mean, I just feel like the damage dealing is quite sensational from the team. I left Miles and America Chavez here because I do like, the ability for Miles to be able to take off those positive effects, if the character has a defense down. And America Chavez, that special slaps, man. That special slaps. So I still wanted to keep, these guys together here. So this is kind of the team, that I like and that I use here. I kind of use them to do a lot of cleanup matches. But they also can beat some other teams here in war. So yeah, once again, thoughts on this team here.
Who are you using to counter this with right now? I mean, virtually pretty much a hero brawler team that we got right here.
Yeah. So obviously, for some reason I'm still seeing a lot of AIM teams, right? So a lot of the AIM teams are still using them to beat them. They can do some stuff against some Coulson teams, punch down a little bit though. When it comes to those Fury Coulson team, or sorry, Wave 1 Avenger Coulson teams, they can do some damage against those teams. That's primarily where I'm using them. And like I said, some other, if I ever see some defender teams, I'm just like, okay, go kill those guys. But for the most part, that's where I'm using them right now. I need some mediocre kind of war teams in a sense, but hybrid teams nonetheless, just so that I can go ahead and take care of some of those other teams that I don't want to use my Black Order and my my symbiotes against. That's pretty much basically how I'm using them. And like I said, I need a replacement for CM. I need a replacement for CM, so I have to use Shatterstar on this team.
Yeah, I use this as a blitz team before Longshot came out. We had that full Dad Bros, and this was a very good blitz team. So yeah, I'd like this as a war team. Maybe not able to counter some of the meta teams, but very fun team countering some of these non-meta teams, and I think it gives you a lot of fun doing that. Exactly. So I like this as a choice as a hybrid team. I don't know if they can counter meta teams, but it's a fun team. I like it. It's
fun team.
Yeah.
All right, and the last team on my list here, and I know you're probably like, why would you use this team? But I like this team for many different reasons. Okay. Emma, Sinister, Blob, Strife, and Mystique. And I know a lot of people want to put Blob on defense. I find that for the team actually is somewhat easier to counter with Blob on the team. For me, that's just me, the Marauders.
Okay.
But I like them offensively, because I can kind of control the match a little bit more, with kind of like using their abilities. And obviously Emma Sinister really strong. I do lose a little bit of that burst damage, but I still do get some of the counters, from Blob, which kind of almost makes up for the assists that I would get from Sabretooth, on this team. And like I said, I like this team. Curious about your thoughts, on this team also. And they can counter a lot of those top meta teams, in my opinion too. They can even go against Black Order. You gotta RNG a little bit, but you can even use them to be Black Order teams as well.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting pick here. This is a team that I ran on. War Defense is sort of a hybrid for a little while now, and I've recently moved Sabretooth back onto this team because I don't know if it made too much of a difference having him in there. In the beginning, it was a little tricky. People didn't see it very often, so it was tricky for people. But yeah, I use this on defense. On offense, it's very interesting though, because you look at the Marauders, they have all these war defense bonuses, but Sinister works better in your hands instead of the AI's hands. So it gives you an options what you want to do with the Marauders, and any team that could counter Black Order, whether it be RNG or not. If you could bleep Black Order, they're a great team. So Emma, Sinister, Strife, that power combo right there. Mystique is great. Blob is great as well. So this is a great team. If you're not using them on defense, they could punch up very good on war offense. I've seen it. So if you don't want to peel them on defense, I like them as a hybrid team. Yeah, a lot of these teams and a lot of these characters are going to be, things that are probably going to be more viable for you where I'm at in the game, right? Like you're probably not going to want to mix this up once you're later game, but where you are mid to early late game, you're still probably going to want to go more offensively than you're going to want to go defensively. So this is a good option, for a team that you can use. And like I said, it can counter mercs. It can counter a lot of these teams that are out there, Black Order. So for that reason, I this is what I believe. Hey, maybe I'm wrong, but this is what I believe is good. All right. Well, interesting picks. We'll let the community decide, guys. Do you like the war offense picks, the hybrid teams from Goofy? And I guess it's aimed more towards mid game players, maybe some newer players. Or do you like the war defense hybrid picks on my channel? Go back, let me know. Leave it in the comments on this video, guys, and let Goofy know which one do you guys like best.
Of course. But of course, Valley, appreciate you being here, man. Obviously, like I said, my list it's a hybrid list. So of course it's a little unconventional. Mid-game's perspective here on this list, but Appreciate you being here, Valley. Thank you for your input also.
Appreciate you having me on, brother. It's always fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, guys, let us know what your thoughts are. Go check out Valley's video and let us know what your thoughts are on his list and my list also as well. But Valley, let's give a salute to the people, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe.